Artificial intelligence, yeah. I'm sure all of you have heard at least something about AI and probably used it as well. In the past few years, AI has basically taken the whole world by storm. So, what is artificial intelligence? So, we need to look at what intelligence is first. So, when you think of intelligence, you probably think of humans first, yeah. So, what really makes a human intelligent? There are many things, such as logical reasoning, memory, creativity, and judgment, language, social skills. But are machines also intelligent? Or is it only humans that are intelligent? When you think about it, there are some aspects where only humans are intelligent, and there are other aspects where both humans and machines are intelligent. So, such as memory, a machine has better memory than a human. It has better logical reasoning. It can work with numbers better than humans. But at the same time, when you think about it, humans are better at social skills, creativity, judgment based on emotions, and whatnot. So the definition of intelligent really varies from which aspect you're looking at. So these are different pictures. And one measure for intelligence is this thing called the Turing test. I don't know if you guys have heard of it. Have you guys heard of the Turing test?
No.
Okay, so basically what it is there'll be people talking to a chatbot or a human, and they won't know which is which, and they have to find out whether they're talking to a human or an AI. So in the like a few years ago, this test was really easy, and they could guess that it's an AI because it sounded robotic and not like a human. But in recent years, like recently especially, like a lot of people have failed the Turing test, and AI is winning the Turing test. That means that their talking skills are matched with humans at this point. So that's something to just think about. Okay, so another example is how nowadays you can use Google Assistant to reserve a table on any restaurant or anything. You can just make them call and reserve a table. And these calls, most of the time, the people who are receiving the calls don't even realize that an AI is talking to them. So it's it's really similar to how a human will talk. And they're really advancing to a point where no one can distinguish between a human and an AI. And I'm sure all of you have realized this while using ChatGPT, maybe that you can ask it questions and it'll answer just like a human sometimes, especially if you give it a prompt. Like usually it replies very politely and nicely, but you can give ChatGPT a prompt to talk like a human. So it really depends on whether you ask it to be like a human or not. But, yeah. So what is artificial intelligence? It's a branch of computer science that aims to make machines intelligent. So there are different aspects to what makes a machine intelligent. First, there's the computer vision, which is basically the way um, computers receive data from surroundings. For example, a self-driving car may use cameras, sensors, etc., to know what's happening around it and how to interact with the surroundings, right? But yeah, there are different ways, and there's a lot of different aspects to computer vision. And another thing, the next aspect is robotics. So what these machines can do with this information, right? So that's where robotics comes into play. You can do various things, movements. You can make various things. You can slice a potato if it's a cooking robot. It can do literally anything with robotics.
I'm
And
gonna die from
uh,
that level baby.
kindly mute yourself. Thank you. All right, then there's natural language processing. So basically, this is where robots can, I mean, machine AI can interpret large amounts of human language and process it. So it's basically like it can understand all this and talk like a person and understand people. So this all depends on large data sets that it works with. And do, no one seems to be responding. Does anyone have any doubts about what I'm saying? I think I'm going too
No, we
fast.
do not have doubts. No.
Okay, so you're completely clear about everything I'm saying. Okay, that's good.
Yeah.
All right. So next up, we have dreaming and imagining. So here, generative models come into play. So basically, think of this as a computer being able to think for itself and make new things. So a human can draw something that's never been drawn before. But usually AI works on data sets which already exist and has to work with what already exists. But what these generative models do is with large data sets, they're able to create new things out of things that already exist. So it takes inspiration from large amounts of paintings or whatever and makes a new painting or like a new song, a new poem, anything. For example, you can ask the new ChatGPT, the GPT plus that like, or you can ask it for a duck and it'll give you a duck, a paint drawing of a duck. You can ask it for a scary duck and it'll draw a scary looking duck. You can do anything that it wants. So, any doubts, guys,
I
about
didn't
generative
understand.
models?
What's your
Yeah.
name? I
Did
didn't
you?
understand.
Okay, so generative models are basically like computers being able to create new things. For example, let's say,
Generative models.
excuse me,
ஒரு 5
what? I
minutes
didn't hear.
question கேக்குறாங்க என்ன
I didn't hear you. What? Sorry, I didn't hear what you said. Okay, I'm gonna keep explaining that. Um, Basically, think of it as, let's say you want to draw something, but you don't want to do it on your own. So you ask a machine, an AI, to draw it, and it can do it. It can make a new drawing out of previous out of things that already exist. Guys, please mute yourself if you're not talking. Wait 1 second.
It's not from
All right. So did the person who said they didn't understand now, or should I?
what I understood.
Okay, that's nice. Okay, next part. So this AI,
Excuse
all of
me.
yeah, go ahead.
I just joined now. Can you repeat it?
Okay. So for everyone who joined late, we basically went through the basics of AI, and I can't go over all of it again, but I'll tell you roughly what we discussed. We discussed about what AI is and how it sees things with a thing called computer vision. So it's like sensors and cameras. And then we discussed about how they interact with the world. That's with robotics. So there's like machines, there's like robotic arms, hydraulics, everything comes under that. And then we discussed natural language processing, which is basically how AI can understand human language and like generate new human languages and also like just conversate with humans in general. And then we were discussing about generative models, which is basically when an AI can like use large data sets, like large amounts of data to make new things. Like for example, a new painting, a new song. Okay. So I'm sorry I can't take all of that again. Next time, join on time, please. Okay. So,
Thank you.
all right. So AI fuels many things. Such, yeah, we discussed computer vision already. That helps to make self-driving cars. Like a lot of things work on computer vision. Natural language processing. A good example is Siri or Google Assistant that you use on your phone. It understands human language. It interprets it and does what you want it to do. And recommendation engines. So basically, what recommendation engines are is AI feeds on the data of what you're doing. So let's say I take YouTube and I search for a cooking video. So now this AI interprets that data, and next time I open YouTube, my feed will have cooking videos. So you guys might also be familiar with this. Like maybe you watched one Minecraft video, and then the next day there's like 50 Minecraft videos on your homepage, and you watch all of it as well. and it's just a non-ending, unending cycle, and this is just more and more Minecraft videos, if you understand what I mean. Any doubts, guys, about recommendation engines?
No.
No.
Okay,
No.
that's good. Am I going at a good pace, or should I go faster or slow down anything?
You're going in a good pace.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay, thank you. Okay. All right, so this is a quote by Andrew Ng. Basically, just as electricity has transformed almost everything 100 years ago, today I actually have a hard time thinking of an industry that I don't think AI will transform in the next several years. What do you guys understand from this? Someone tell me what they understand from this quote.
Is it like what he's trying to say is that uh whenever he tries to think which industry AI won't change or impact, he cannot think of any industry that AI won't transform into something different. So I think it's similar to that.
Okay, that's a good point. But GK also raised his hand. Can you also tell me
Wait,
what you thought?
I forgot. I forgot. I'm sorry. I forgot.
Oh, it's okay. It's okay. So, Satvika, go ahead.
AI is taking over all aspects of our life, and yeah.
Yeah. So both of you were right. Basically, what he's saying is, in within a few years, everything will be under AI. And I personally agree with this. I think that everything's going to be taken by AI. Do you guys agree with this?
Yeah.
Yes.
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 Okay. All right.
If,
So
but if
the
everything is
yeah.
taken up with AI, then how will we have jobs?
See, that's one of the major problems with AI, and we do not know the solution to that so far. That's one of the major dilemmas with AI. A lot of job sectors, like mainly the like like the tedious jobs, like maybe entering data into tables and stuff. AI will take those kind of jobs really fast, and the only thing we can do is do things that AI can't. So for now, human creativity is still better than what AI can do, and sectors like that, or maybe advanced math, advanced physics, all those kind of sectors, so far AI hasn't reached that potential. So for now, that's all we can think of. There's not really anything we can do about the job sector thing.
Oh,
So that's a really good
okay.
doubt. And yeah. All right. So
Okay. Thank
any more questions or anything? Okay, I'm guessing no. Okay. So a lot in the past, like previous decades, the number of papers published on AI like is going up compared to what's published on just computer science. So like you can see these graphs, and clearly it's growing like in the past few years, as well as the number of startups. So as the startups increase, the chances of something succeeding also increase, and something becoming big also increase. So yeah, these graphs just show that. These are few startups using AI. There's a lot of them. You guys probably heard of a few of them. For yeah. So it's more likely AI will impact your field in one way or than on another. That's like I don't remember the name, but someone mentioned it earlier. Most of the jobs are going to be taken by AI very soon. So this is what this line means as well. So for today's session, our AI segment is over. Does anyone want to say anything about AI, or does anyone just want to tell something they know about AI, like a random fact or anything? Just nothing? Okay, I'm gonna move on, yeah? All right. Okay, so what I want you guys to do is there's this website called Collab, okay, Google Collab. So what I want you guys to do is open it. I hope you're using a device that's suitable for like typing and stuff. I sent the link in the chat, okay?
you.
So I want you all to open that. We're going to be learning the basics of Python now. I hope you guys are excited for that. Right, so let me just present my screen.
When I click on the link, it says open notebook. What do I do now?
Good notebook. Yeah, 1 second. Oh, just click on cancel to open notebook, like bottom right. Just click cancel and I'll present my screen. Yeah, okay. 1 second. Then you'll understand what I'm share screen. All right, I'm sharing my screen. Can you guys see?
Yes.
Okay, so this is what you guys have right now, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Have all of you opened it? Because I'll be showing you things and I just want you guys to like follow along and try things. And if things don't work, like ask me why, I'll explain why it doesn't work. And if you have any doubts, just ask me, I'll answer anything. So before I start, you can close all this if you want, it's your choice. I just want to clear it all out so that it can be easier. Okay, so what is an algorithm? Do any of you know what an algorithm is?
Uh,
A set of instructions.
Yes, correct, Satuka. It's a set of instructions. So everything that you see in your device, like right now I have code collaboratory open. So if you look at it, the way this looks, the way the search button looks, the way the table of content is written, the placement, everything is given by an algorithm. So all of this is designed by computer software engineers who tap down the code in different languages, in different ways, and all of it, like all the software you see is based on these algorithms and whatnot. So today we're going to be looking at Python, which is a really important language for a lot of things, data processing, everything. So we're just going to be learning
How do
some.
you
How do we?
erase all of these pictures and text?
See this delete button that I'm hovering over? There's one for each one. Like just click on them. You see it? Did you get it? Okay.
Uh,
It's fine
where
even
is
if it's just all over like top right of each box. It's fine if it's there as well. Just take the text box and you can do anything. All right.
Okay.
I'm gonna continue, yeah? All
Yeah.
good? All right. So print hello world. I'm sure a lot of you have seen this, like various things. What is the output for this? What do you think will be the output? If I click on run, what will happen?
Well, it'll show
It will
hello
print hello
world.
world.
It'll show hello world.
All right. So yeah, you're all right. It's gonna show hello world. So basically what print is a function. It's a function that Python recognizes. So the computer doesn't know if I just told the computer print hello world, it's not gonna do anything. But Python is a mediator between the computer and me because the Python interprets to binary, which the computer speaks. The computer speaks in binary. I don't know how to speak binary. It's too complicated. It's simple and too long. So it's complicated for a human because we don't know how to do tedious tasks with thousands of digits. So what Python does is it interprets the binary into simple functions that we humans can understand. And one of those many functions is print with circle brackets. So inside that, you can put anything you want to print and it goes out. Everyone understands that, right? It's quite simple. All right. So now, wait, someone said something in chat. What happened? All right. Is everyone there? Hello. Am I audible?
yes.
I have
Yeah.
done. Joss has sent codes. Okay. These are okay. I see the codes. They're quite above the level of what I'll be saying today. This is like conditional statements and whatnot. We will be covering these soon, and just that's quite impressive. That's nice. But today we'll be going through the basics, and I hope you don't get bored just because clearly you know a lot. All right, so print is down. Now, let's say I want to print based on what a user wants. Like, I want the user to determine what I print. I don't want to be just printing what I type. Like, so if let's say there's people, yeah, there are 10 people and they want to print their age. So I have to type print 16 first person, print 12 second person. And that's just a lot of work, right? It's like etc. etc. So many people's ages. So instead, what I can do is I can make a variable called age equals to, let's say, 12. So what is a variable? Do you guys know what a variable is? Sure, you've heard of it. Anyone?
I forgot it.
So,
Like I know it, but I can't explain it. Like I don't know how to explain it.
all right. Okay, you probably heard about it in math, right? So basically, a variable is just a set of like alphanumerical set like of characters which have a value assigned to it. So here the variable called age has the number 12 assigned to it. So now if I print age, this program will understand that what I mean is to print 12. So how the computer thinks is first it looks at the first line, age is 12. And then it looks at the second line, it's like print age. So what is age? It goes back up and looks at it and it's like, okay, age is 12. So now it'll print 12. Does everyone understand that?
Yes.
Yes.
Is the concept of a variable clear now?
Yes.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah.
So now, as I was saying earlier, we don't just want to keep typing age equals to, no, now I'll make it age equal to 13 and then print that age. That's just so much work, right? So instead of
Yeah.
doing all that, what I can do is remove all this. And there's a function. You guys know what a function is now, right? Can someone tell me what a function is? I explained earlier. No, no one? All right, so, okay, I'll explain it again. A function is basically like a like print is a function. So it's like a mediator between the computer and me. That is Python. It has functions which can do various tasks. So for example, print, the function called print, helps me print anything I want. So let's say, sorry, that was something there. Okay, so let's say I put print age, it's done. And now another function. All right, another function called input. All right. Does anyone have any guesses as to what input will do?
Like
Like
you
it will
ask
Put your
a question,
input your
it'll
own.
ask you something.
yeah.
Okay, that's perfect. Yes. So now I can put a message inside the function, enter age. So when I click on run, it asks me to enter my age. So now I can give any age I want. Let's say 12. I'm 12. Okay. It prints 12 now. So what this gives as an advantage is like, let's say there's a huge amount of users and everyone has different ages. So you just send them these two lines and they can enter their own age and get that printed out instead of having to, you know, type all that code over and over and over and over again. I hope everyone understands how this affects code. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Sorry, guys. All right. So now we know what input does. So let's say I want to get my age plus 2. Okay. Okay. Let's say what do you guys think will be the output for this?
It'll print age
14.
plus
14.
All of
What do
you guys are saying 14. Okay, let's see what
Yes.
happens here. Let's say I type 12. Now what happens? No, it throws an error, a type error. Okay. This is very important in Python. It's a type error. So there's this thing called data types. Okay, I'm gonna go down here and I'll show you guys what I mean. Okay. Okay, so basically 1 is a number, right? So a number. Yeah, number.
Excuse me.
Yeah, go ahead.
When I do this, will I have to pay any extra tax or something?
Tax? What do you mean?
Like while I'm using this app, will I have to pay?
No, no, no. Collaboratory is perfectly free. Anyone can use it. Just click the link and start using it.
Okay, thanks.
Okay, yeah, no problem. Okay, so 1 is a number and hello is not a number. It's a word, right? In
Yeah.
Python, there are different data types. So a number cannot be added to a word, right? So basically,
Yeah.
when you click input, enter age, it considers this 12 as a string. A string is a set of characters, and Python prints the string as it is. So if I do age, print age, it'll just print 12. It'll not check its value, it'll not do anything. It'll just print 12. But at the same time, if I just make it 12, like this, now it's not a string, it's a number. It considers it as a number. So age plus 2, it'll actually print 14. Or even if I put age plus 2 over here and I remove the plus 2 here, it's still gonna print 14. Do you guys get the difference between a string and an integer?
But how did you
Yes.
change it?
So
Remove
to
the top colon.
to define a string, you put it inside quotes and it considers it as a string. But without
Oh,
quotes, it
okay.
considers it as a number. So
Okay,
there
thank
are
you.
Yeah, no problem. So there are a lot of data types in Python. I'll show you. Wait, there's a chart. Okay, so my bad. Okay, you guys see this here? There are numeric ones, dictionary, Boolean, set, and sequence type. For now, we'll be ignoring dictionary, Boolean, and sets. We will cover that later. There's numeric, so there's integer, float, and we'll ignore complex number for now. Just look at integer, float, and in sequence type, we'll look at strings for now. We'll cover lists and tuples later. For now, 3 data types: integer, float, and string. Okay. So wait, I'll show you. Yeah? So x, we're defining a new variable called x. All right, is 3. Okay. Print x. We get 3. This is an integer data type. But now let's say I print 3.0. Is this still an integer data type? Do you guys think this is still an integer?
It's a float data type, I guess.
Yes. Now it's a float. Basically, what a float is, it's a number and a decimal. When you have an integer, it's just a number. There's no decimal with it, so it's only 1, 2, 3. You can't put 1.5 and use it as an integer. That will throw an error. So for example, let's say you have a string called hello. It's a string x called hello. So now you want to print x 3 times. So an asterisk is used for multiplication in Python. Okay, guys, note that, like remember that. So it prints hello 3 times. So this is an integer, right? So now let's say I do 3.5. Do you guys think this will work?
No.
Yeah. Why
Will it
wouldn't it
print like
work?
half a word?
No.
You need to
No,
use the int.
If you use and it's gonna int, it's gonna throw an error. No. See, basically, it throws an error. You guys were right, it throws an error. So what it is a type error again. This has to be an integer. You can't make it a float. So it has to be an integer value 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So like this, in many aspects of Python, these data types are really important. And if the smallest difference in a data type can cause the whole, maybe like a 2000 line code will stop working. just because of one small data type error, and it's really important. So
I
yeah,
have a doubt.
yes, go ahead.
For the same thing, what if you put a negative number?
A negative number. What if I put a negative number? Where should I put the negative number? Over here, like this, -1, like this,
Yeah.
and print x. Sorry, I'm bad. Print x like this.
Yeah.
It just prints -1.
Okay.
-1 is also an integer, and let's say I put -1.0. So now it's a float, which has a negative value, and it works perfectly. There's no problem with that. I can use negative numbers, anything. Yeah, that's a good doubt, by the way. I'll just
Thanks.
turn on my light. Wait 1 minute. All right. Yeah. So, okay. Anyways, data types. I hope everyone understood what data types are and their importance. Does anyone have any doubts with data types? Like anything?
No.
Nothing? Okay. So, okay. I have a question then. Let's say output X is hello. All right. Print hello. What will this give?
It'll print hello, but the X value won't be shown.
What do you
It
mean the
won't
X
print.
value? Baranitaran, sorry for the pronunciation. Why won't it print?
No strings.
As in no strings, as in?
No quotation.
Exactly. Exactly. Now we have a data type error. Basically, we put hello, but we didn't put in quotes. So Python looks at hello and it looks if there's any variable called hello. There's no variable called hello. So it just throws an error. Just throws there. It's a name error. There's nothing called hello. But at the same time, if you put quotes, suddenly it works. It just prints hello. So that's another aspect that you need to keep in mind. And something else. Now, operations in Python. So for example, hello plus hi. Okay. Print X. What do you guys think will come as the output for this one?
Hello,
It'll
hi.
just be
Hello, hi. Yeah, it'll print both.
Correct. It's gonna print hello hi together. So what if I do hello plus 1, 2, 3?
It'll be hello 1 2
Hello,
3.
1, 2, 3.
No, it's gonna throw a type error. This is really important, guys. Two strings, a string and an integer cannot be added together. Python can only add things of the same data type. So here the problem is that hello is a string and 1, 2, 3 is a number. So let's say I put in quotes. Now 1, 2, 3 is also a string. Now hello 1, 2, 3 works. Did you guys understand?
Yes.
Yeah.
No. What did you do?
All right,
I
so
didn't understand.
I'll explain again. Here, what we have is a string hello plus a number 1, 2, 3. You can't add a word to a number, can you?
No.
So the same logic here, the string hello cannot be added to the integer 1, 2, 3. So it throws an error. Python doesn't know what to do with that. It just says, okay, I can't do this. No, just go back, fix it. But then once you put it in quotes, 1, 2, 3 is no longer a numeric value. Rather, it's a string. So a set of characters. So now what it does is it's like, okay, there's a set of characters, HELLO, hello, and there's 1, 2, 3. I'll just add them together and make it HELLO 1, 2, 3. It works now.
Okay.
And
I have a
go ahead.
so like when we print it, hello 1 2 3 comes, there won't be any space between hello and 1 2 3. So what if we want to add space?
A space, if you want a space, you can just a space is a separate character, okay? So when you define a string, each character is considered. So it's like HELLO. So there's 5 characters. But if you want a space, you need to add a space, a 6th character. So now if look at my screen, I put a space over here. Now if I run it, it's gonna be hello space 1 2 3. So a space is a separate character, and if you want a space, you have to add a space. Okay, you understood?
Yeah, understood. Thank you.
Okay,
Even I have a doubt.
go ahead.
Can we use this to make websites or anything?
Python can be used in website design, but mostly websites are made with JavaScript, HTML, and CSS. Our course will not be covering website design for now. Maybe in the future we'll have a more advanced course where we explain more about website design and whatnot. That's a good doubt, though. Thank you. Anything
So in
else?
future, are we gonna learn about HTML and CSS?
This course isn't aimed towards HTML and CSS, but maybe we'll start an advanced batch later. Astrid, yes, are you already good at Python and other languages?
Yeah, I used to do it before. But I don't really do much these
Okay,
days.
because we might be starting an advanced batch based on the demand. If there's a lot of people needing an advanced batch, we will be sorting that, and that might cover website design and whatnot. Yeah.
But I don't used to do it on Collab. I used to do it on Reddit.
Oh, okay. There's different platforms. We just use Collab because anyone can use it and it's easy to use. Okay. So everyone understands the operator, right? Yeah.
Yes.
So plus,
Yes.
so you can also do normal addition. So it's like, let's say 1 plus 1 2 3. What's that? 1 2 4, right? So now you get 1 2 4. Because both are numbers, it understands both are numbers, I can do it. And you can, there are different ones. Asterisk is multiplication. So 1 into 1 to 3, it's 1 to 3 again. But if you do 2 into 2, 1 to 3, you get 2, 4, 6. I'll do the simpler one. So I guess 2 into 3 is 6. Okay. There's division. For division, you use a slash. If you guys want, you can note down all these operators because it's not a normal division sign that you use or a normal multiplication sign. So 2 divided by, let's say 4 divided by 2. 4 divided by 2, we get 2. And there are other operators as well, like exponents and other things. The subtraction, normal 4 minus 2, that's 2 again. All right, so you guys get what operators are, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, that's good. Okay,
Yes.
so let's go into print. Okay, let's say I want to print x, and let's say I want to print y equals high. All right, how would you guys do it? I want to print x and y. How will I do it? Anyone? No?
Print
Oh
x
yeah,
plus y.
x plus
Make
y.
one
Okay,
more print. Make one more
okay,
print.
that works, but I'm talking about in one line. You want to print it in one line.
Commas.
X, yes, x comma, but someone said x plus y, yeah? Just try to remember x is one data type, y is another data type. Yeah. This one is a string, this one is an integer. 4 minus 2. Okay, let's just make it 2, okay? 2. So if I do x plus y, it's gonna throw a type error because it cannot add 2 and high. All right. But the person who said comma, you are right. It's x comma y. So if I print now, we get 2 and high with a space in between because it's 2 different variables, so it leaves a space in between. So this is something that's part of Python syntax. Like if I just put x, y like this, it's gonna throw an error. It's gonna be like, I won't understand what you mean by print x, y. So this comma is part of syntax. Basically, it's like grammar. It's like the grammar for Python. So like if I'm talking in English, I can't say are you how. I'll only say how are you. The same way you can't just put X, Y, you have to put X, comma, Y. And you have to put it inside these round brackets. That's also important. And for strings, you need to put quotes. These are all part of Python syntax, and it's really important. There are a lot of factors related to Python syntax which you'll learn later on in your later on in your course and stuff. So yeah, that's Python syntax. Does everyone understand what I mean by syntax? Like, if I asked you to define syntax, Python
Yes.
syntax, can you tell me? Someone tell me what Python syntax means.
It's basically
The
like
grammar
Python.
of Python.
Yeah.
Yes, okay, the grammar of Python. Good, okay. All right. So we learned a bunch of things now. And what I want you guys to help me with, okay, let's say I don't know anything, okay? I want you guys to help me make a program which takes in my age, okay, takes in my age and tells me how old I'll be in the year 2030. Okay, so takes in my age and how old I'll be in 2030. Where will I start? What is my first thought process? What will I do first?
Input.
We need a variable.
Yes,
Enter your
okay.
age.
So I'll make an integer, I mean a variable, my bad. Age equals to
Is equal
input.
to brackets input.
Okay.
Don't we have to put input in brackets?
No. After the input, we put a bracket.
Oh, okay.
And
Enter
then
your
inside,
age, current
yeah,
age.
in quotes, enter current. Okay, current age. Okay, current age. Age equals input, enter current age. So now, what do I do next? You guys tell me. I'm not going to do anything. I'm not going to think. I'm just going to listen to what you guys are saying.
Print age plus 6.
Okay, print age plus 6. Is that it? Is the code ready?
You forgot the integer and float.
Yes, correct, Satvika. I need to make this input is taking it as a string. So if I run this right now, it's gonna, okay, let's say I say I'm 17. Now it's gonna throw an error, type error, like I mentioned earlier. So what you want to do is you want to define this to be an integer. So you put int outside like this, and now it's an integer. Does everyone understand what I just did right now with the int?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so you can put int or float. For this context, there's also str for string and bool for boolean. Like you don't have to think about that now. For now, we'll just put int. All right. And then I'm 17 now. 17. I'll be 23 in the year 2030. Okay, now let's say I want to tell them what year it is. Okay, this program does not know how old I am, so it can't just add plus 6. So what do I do now?
Could you repeat the question?
Basically, right now we're assuming that it's the year 2024, yeah. But let's say I want to use this program later, maybe like after 2 years. So then what will I do to give it the year I'm born as well? I mean the year that it is currently.
I
Did you
don't
guys?
really understand.
Okay, sorry, okay, I'll rephrase. Basically, right now we're assuming that it's 2024, yeah, because it is. But let's say I want to use it after a few years. So now the year changed, and I want to tell the computer that the year changed.
I think we should do 20, like let's take an example of 2025.
Yeah.
So I think we're supposed to do 2025 minus 2030.
Yes, that's correct. But actually it's 2030 minus 2025. That's okay. But like, how now I want to make a new program which takes in the year as well. So I need to change the
So it's
program.
supposed to be year equals to
Yes.
input.
Yes. Year equals in. Input.
Yeah, I made a calculator
Enter.
using this.
Oh, that's good. Okay, year, you've made quite a few things. That's nice. Okay. Year equals input.
Then print
Okay,
print
print.
age
Yeah.
age plus year.
Age plus year. Are you sure?
Yes.
Comma.
Okay, age, comma, year. Both are incorrect because if I do age plus year, I'll put 17 and then I'll say 2025. It's gonna give 2042. That's not my age. In 20, that's wrong. And let's say I put comma. Now it's gonna do 17, 2025. I'm gonna put 17, 2025. Both are
So
not
it's
right.
supposed to be print 2030 minus 2025 plus
So print
plus
year minus
2030.
2030. Are you sure? It's actually
The
20.
other way around.
Yes. Okay, it's the other way around. It's 2030 minus year. And what now?
Plus
No.
age.
Plus age. Plus age. Okay, let's see what happens. 17, 2025. Correct. You did perfect. So now we get it. So to make it more understandable, just put this in a bracket so you know what this is. This is the gap, and then this is your age. So does everyone understand? Because a lot of people are being silent, so I'm just wondering if you guys also understand what I'm talking about.
Yes, I do
Everyone
understand.
understand?
Yes.
All right, that's perfect. Okay, so that's about it. It's for what we are covering today. This was most of what we did, and you guys do you want to continue using collab, or do you want to use something like VS Code, which is like something real developers
Collab
will
is
use?
fine.
Collab
Just
is
collab.
fine.
Ma'am,
No one,
Yeah,
no,
collab is
can we
fine.
there's no one.
Reddit? Can we use Reddit?
I've
Nah.
never used that before for coding. I'm not sure. Like if it works, you
Just
can use
collab.
anything you want.
Collab.
Okay, if you say so. But like in the future, we will make you guys download VS Code because that's more professional and people actually that's what people usually use to code in like workspaces and stuff. So I would say if you guys are interested, please like just go ahead, download VS Code and experiment, find out how to use Python and just have fun in general. Okay. Okay, so that's it for today's session. Does anyone have any doubts? Anything, even the AI part,
Is this
or
class gonna be like every day?
it's going to be weekly, once in a week?
Okay.
Okay, yeah. It's going to be probably going to be the same time next Saturday. If there's any changes, we'll let you know in the group, so don't worry about that. All right. So does anyone have any doubts beginning to end? AI part, this part, Python part, anything?
No.
Okay, I'm just gonna like roughly go through what we learned. We learned what an algorithm is. Okay, just recall as I go through everything, just recall what I'm saying. Algorithm, basically a set of instructions that defines things. And then we talk about Python. And then we went to functions, which is like, for example, print is a function, and there's other functions too. And then we mentioned variables. Variables are basically
Age, like
what did you say?
like age.
Yeah, like age. Yeah. Variables. And then we mentioned data types, which is really important. Next class, if we have time, I'll try to ask you questions related to different data types and how they affect the like general syntax and everything. I'll ask questions. You guys have to remember everything I mentioned. So yeah, data types. and operators like plus, minus, multiplication, division, anything. Syntax. Syntax is also really important. Basically, the grammar of the programming language, which is for us Python. And then we made a small project to just find out what your age will be in the next 5-6 years and everything. So just read these lines, and if anyone doesn't remember what any of these means, just ask me. So all of you are thorough with all of these concepts, yeah? All 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, so that's it for our Python part for today. So now I'm going to be asking about the class. How was the class? Was it? Did you guys understand everything? Was I going too fast? Was
10
I?
on 10.
No, it was
Huh?
clear. Everything was clear.
10 on 10.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you, Arun, and thank you. So there's nothing I have to change. Are you
Which
sure?
grade are you in? Which
I'm
grade?
I'm in 11. I'm in 11.
Okay.
Because I'm open to any criticism. You can ask for anything. I'll change it next time. So there's nothing?
No,
Sure.
not, yeah,
Yeah,
Don't be
it's
nothing.
good.
shy. You can ask. You can tell me anything. I'll not say anything. You can ask anything. Okay. It's fine, right? All right. So also, guys, I'll send a form link for like feedback. So please fill that and then leave. I'll send it on WhatsApp in a bit as soon as the meeting ends. And yeah, take care, guys, and I hope I see you in the next class as well. All right. Thank
Okay,
you.
bye.
Thank you. Bye. Good night.
Thank you.